So my friend just got a Redmi 9. A Redmi 9? Redmi Note 9? So we're gonna go check out his Redmi Note 9, whatever the new Redmi phone is that he has. And we're gonna do a video about it. Let's go. Someone asked me to get something for him to help him film the solar eclipse, but I'm more excited about seeing this new phone. I just have to preface this. His job full-time is doing video production here. And so when it comes to like talking about cameras and stuff like that on phones, it's important to him, but it's not that important. So we have, this is the Redmi Note 9. I'm guessing this is, you probably bought the base version with 4 gigabytes of RAM. And what's the battery life been like for you?
2 days.
2 days?
Yeah.
That's really good.
It's not even empty. I think I've got one battery notification and it's been less than 20%.
This phone feels really premium, dude.
Yep.
Like, what was the phone that you had before?
Same phone, maybe 3 generations before.
No, it was a Redmi Note 7.
Note 7 or Note 6?
No, it was the 7, I remember. Because I was excited that you had it, and when we went out to the bar. I was more excited about your phone than you were.
Yeah.
This feels super premium, dude.
That's good. The camera, you can't use the base camera software. So every time I take a photo, it tells you the Redmi.
Oh, I'll disable that for you. Yeah. We have a solar eclipse going on right now, guys. And I'm significantly more excited about this phone. Oh no, this is the global version. This isn't China. It's MIUI Global. Okay, Redmi Note 9. 128 gigabytes of storage. Yeah. And responsive, dude, this feels really responsive. By the way, you guys should go follow him on Instagram because he does like cool photo, video stuff professionally. Here, this is his Instagram.
So, let me say one thing about this phone.
Okay.
My first time using a Google phone, Android,
Yeah.
was the Note 7.
Yeah.
I bought all the apps.
Yeah.
And when I put my Google into the Google store,
Yeah.
it like just tells me the apps, and then it downloads all the apps.
Yeah, that's how. Yeah, it backs it up to the cloud.
Blows my mind.
Actually, if we had set this up for him before with like Xiaomi, with a Xiaomi account, it would have actually restored all of your settings and everything else to be identical, but we didn't do that. So this is the Redmi Note 9 Global Edition. Response-wise, dude, this feels really responsive. Camera, yo. People are always asking, look, let me show you how to disable it. Because if you get another phone like this, it's gonna be here, settings, and then watermark off.
Oh fuck, that's so easy.
Yeah, and then you can change, this is how you change all of the settings. Like,
Yeah,
you can,
quality,
right? Picture quality
4K.
high, blah, 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 QR code.
Oh wait, this is epic.
So I like doing videos like this because not everyone is a super like cell phone nerd like I am. And so like getting to show people new devices like this is a really, really cool way to share with the average consumer what you can expect when you're buying a device like this. Because this was like under 180 bucks. And I was actually thinking about getting this as my next daily driver.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, and then I'm gonna use MiShare with you so that I can share the photo samples I take.
Yeah. MiShare works. MiShare with you, you share with me.
Okay, so we have, dude, the ultra wide is nice.
Yeah.
And you have a 2X.
And a macro.
Yeah, I have a macro too. Do you like the macro?
Yeah, I think I used it once. It's the only macro lens I have now because I sold my Canon 20mm.
So I actually bought the phone I have right now because I wanted to use the macro lens more for video, for doing headphone stuff, and I barely use it. Let's see what the screen on time is for this. Screen on time.
Does that tell you how long the phone screen's been on?
I don't know. I don't see. I don't see the option to Xiaomi. To Xiaomi. Ah ha ha. But you said you're getting 2 days of battery life. Ooh, how's the selfie cam?
In
general, it's a quad bear arrangement, which means that even though it's 48 megapixels, the reality is that it's 12, right? But I was actually reading an article, and I'm gonna do a video about this, about how the sensor in my last camera, it was marketed as a flagship camera sensor, but it's now come out after the fact that Sony was marketing those sensors because they were cheaper to manufacture, and they were 48 megapixels, the IMX586.
But also the Bayer filter, so...
No, that one was not a quad bear filter.
Yeah.
Just mediocre camera performance.
Should be Xiaomi.
And actually, the new Sony phones are 12 megapixels, but they're bigger sensors.
That's better.
Yeah, this device is like the perfect device for like an aunt. Like, hey, my aunt needs, or like a grandma. Like my grandma needs to get a new phone.
Something that's going to potentially last them for a couple of years.
Yes.
Without having to upgrade or do anything.
And the battery on this is huge.
Dude, 2 days at the moment. And I mean, I had the 7 before that for over a year.
Mm-hmm.
And the 7, my battery life was still...
A day and a half.
Yeah, day and a half.
Well, a big part of it is because the battery cells in these phones are getting bigger, you don't need to put as many charge cycles on the batteries. And ultimately what kills battery life of a device is charge cycles.
How many times it goes to 0?
Mm-hmm. I wanted to get back into the studio and talk a little bit about my hands-on impressions with the Redmi Note 9 that my friend got. And I wanted to talk about this in 2 different ways. I wanted to talk about this from my perspective of someone that is a tech blogger, tech enthusiast, and someone that is a absolute non-phone, Xiaomi enthusiast. So right off the bat, the things that I and he felt were like really big selling points was the sleekness of it, was the design, was the perceived value of the phone in hand, especially at the price point. Here in Vietnam, I think it was like under 4 million, which is right around the $200, $225 mark, which is really, really good in regards to pricing. The screen size on it was nice and big. There was a nice a nice subtle curve to the back of the device, which really kind of goes a long way into making it feel nice in your hand. Now, even though it was his second Xiaomi device, my friend linked to his Instagram profile earlier in the video, but I'll have a link to it in the description. One of like the big sticking points for him on his Redmi Note 7 or Note 7 Pro that he had was software, because he had the Chinese software. And then going to the global international software on it, he didn't have much of a difference in regards to experience. And I offered to set it up for him, and I offered to do that for all my friends. But really what it comes down to for a lot of smartphone buyers is how quickly the device is to use, like how intuitive it is, the user interface, the apps, things like that. And seeing kind of how the average consumer sets up their device when they just get it, it really gave me a different appreciation for MIUI and the way things are done. Although at the same time, I could see how MIUI could be quite confusing. On the camera front, the fact that his device wouldn't shoot 4K was a little bit disappointing. The 48 megapixel sensor, and I'll have the images coming up at the end of this video, the images coming out of it are okay. That said, if we consider how good the images are and how good the device is overall, at its price point for an average consumer, they care about battery life, screen brightness, screen usability, and cameras, right? And this device checks most of those boxes. I personally think that I could probably get by using a Redmi Note 9 Pro as my daily driver. Especially since I'm looking to get a Xiaomi Mi 10 as my new vlogging phone and get rid of my K30. I think that I could totally, I could totally end up with the device as a daily driver, and it would complete everything that I needed or everything that I wanted from the device. In regards to doing more videos on this device, I think I would like, in regards to doing like more videos on this device, I think I could definitely get him out for a day of smartphone photography with me, and we could share those images on my website for you guys to pixel peep and see how big of a difference is like a $250 phone from like a $450 phone. Because I think that for a lot of people, the camera is a big deal. And if that's the type of content you guys are interested in, let me know in the comment section down below. And until next time, guys, it's been Mitchell. Peace.